What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wild back with another video on Eagles news now at bar 4133. And anybody that has watched this channel, all my subscribers know I give Eagles defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz a lot of crap, and rightfully deserved. I mean, his in-game decisions just seem ridiculous. Seem like they've cost the Eagles a lot of games. Most recently with Sunday's loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers and that final touchdown by Chase Claypool. It's just been all bad for Jim Schwartz this year, it seems like. And look, after this week, I'm starting to question if it's all Jim Schwartz's fault. Now, when I say that, I watched his press conference earlier this week and have seen some of the news pop up about this Eagles defensive roster. And let's talk about the press conference when Jim Schwartz was asked why the Eagles have put the least amount of resources into the linebacker position than any team in the NFL. Now, Jim Schwartz disagreed with that, saying that they've given contract extensions to linebackers, which most recently was Nigel Bradham, who's not even on the team, and that they drafted 2 linebackers from this year's draft. Now, obviously, the reporter followed up with the linebackers that you drafted have not played, and Jim Schwartz said something very interesting after that, saying that he does not make those kind of decisions. He leaves that up to Howie Roseman and Doug Peterson. Again, this is all I'm paraphrasing all of this. But to think that Howie Roseman is the one that tells these guys who can play and who can't play is a major red flag for me. It kind of makes me sick to my stomach that you see guys like Nate Gary, who has been targeted 23 times and has defended not one of those 23 passes, is out of position, looks lost most of the time. And has been the worst defensive player I've seen in years here in the Eagles. He's still starting over young guys like a third round, like drafting Davion Taylor in the 3rd round, and this kid doesn't even get a chance to play, is rather saying that he's really bad and you don't know what you're doing in the draft, or you're just absolutely blind. And then Sean Bradley, a kid from Temple that has looked really good at camps during the offseason, had a couple good plays last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, not getting a chance to play. He will this week because of injuries. It's just mind-boggling to me. And apparently it's not Jim Schwartz that's making those decisions as I thought, which is really crazy. Now, another report came by Adam Kaplan, when he says that Jim Schwartz in this year's draft wanted linebacker Kenneth Murray in the 1st round, was obviously shot down by Howie Roseman for that, and also wanted Jeremy Chin in the 2nd round instead of Jalen Hurts. That was also shot down, and Howie Roseman made the Hurts decision. This is inexcusable to me. Now, I can understand picking a wide receiver like Jalen Reagor over Kenneth Murray because we need wide receivers, but Jeremy Chin is absolutely lighting it up. Looks like he's going to be an awesome player. And instead you get Jalen Hurts, who the most that he's done for this team is play Lamar Jackson in practice. It's just unbelievable. So I got to cut Jim Schwartz just a little bit of slack. And speaking of Eagles and drafting defensive players, I mean, their track record is absolutely horrible. Listen to this. You're not going to believe this. But the Eagles, since 2013, have drafted 28 defensive players. Only 6 are on the current roster, that being Jalen Mills, the aforementioned Nate Gary, Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, Avonte Maddox, and Hassan Ridgeway. And out of the 28 players that the Eagles have drafted, 0, absolutely 0, have made Pro Bowls. Just an unbelievable stat, guys. And while I'm talking about guys that they've drafted, if you look at the way Sidney Jones and some of the other guys that they've cut are playing, Rasul Douglas, these guys are having good seasons so far. And they're looking like completely different players than they were in Philadelphia. That absolutely has to do with coaching. So, look, a lot of issues here so far, and I don't know if it's going to be able to fix itself with a guy like Howie Roseman at the helm and a guy like Jim Schwartz doing the coaching, guys. But we'll see. At least, if we take one thing away from this season, as bad as it's been, at least we're kind of seeing where most of the problems are coming from, and you got to wonder how much more Jeffrey Lurie is going to be able to take. So that's all I got for this video, guys. I'm Chris Wild. This is Eagles News Now. Stay safe, stay healthy, go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand